coming off the heels of the Google Stadia announcement, Apple also decided they want to announce their gaming subscription service called Apple Arcade. Apple is getting into the gaming industry once again, and here we are to discuss how will they fare. So let's jump right into the video. What's going on, guys? Olympus Gaming back again with another discussion video. Today I wanted to make a quick video talking about Apple Arcade. Now, Apple Arcade, essentially what this service is another gaming subscription service. So think about Google Stadia or Xbox Game Pass. It is pretty much Apple's hat being thrown in the ring with the gaming industry. And I think it's very interesting because when you look at Apple as a company, you know, they really don't need to dive into this space. They make a lot of money, a lot of profit. I believe they are the most profitable company that we have right now currently. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong about that. So when Apple Arcade was announced, I saw a lot of comments and a lot of videos saying that, you know, Apple have no business in the gaming space. You know, why are they doing this? They don't need to do this, blase blase. And I have my own opinions about that. But I also think it's a very cool thing that Apple is adding this to their portfolio, because for a while, you know, some people actually wanted Apple to get into the gaming industry in terms of console. Now, I don't think Apple will ever make a dedicated console. They kind of tried it with the newer Apple TVs. You know, now with the newer Apple TVs, when they initially released those, one of the big driving points or one of the big marketing things with the newer Apple TVs were that you can play actual games on it and pair a controller to it as well to get a more traditional console feel. Now with the Apple Arcade, this is going to be a dedicated marketplace or subscription for people who are really interested into those games. That was really kind of caught my attention with this is when I watched the original keynote. They were saying that Apple is investing their own money into some of these projects. So what's really interesting to me is I think we're going to see a lot of titles that won't necessarily get console releases or PC releases that are going to come on to the Apple ecosystem. Now, Apple Arcade is going to spread across all their devices just about. So you can get Apple Arcade on your Mac, you can get it on your iPad, your iPhone, your Apple TV, and I also believe on the iPod Touch as well. Now, Apple Arcade, they are promising that there's going to be no ads, so all the games are going to be ad free. And one thing I'm really excited about is that they also promise that there's going to be no microtransactions, something that has plagued mobile gaming for a very long time. So I'm really interested to see, you know, what titles are going to come to the Apple Arcade platform. You know, looking at the initial, you know, gaming reel, they showed a lot of promising things. I think I saw a Sonic the Hedgehog title. I saw, you know, a couple Lego games. So it's going to be really interesting to see what projects are going to come to the Apple Arcade, because if Apple is looking to build unique experiences through gaming, which is what they said during the initial keynote, we can see a lot of, you know, more obscure titles that would not normally get a console release. So overall, guys, I think Apple Arcade is a great addition to the gaming lineup. You know, I do think Apple has a market that they could corner with this. You know, when you think of mobile gaming, you know, mobile gaming has made gaming accessible across all platforms, guys. You know, I can't tell you the amount of times I've been in airports or I've been just anywhere and I see, you know, kids, moms, grandmas, grandfathers, they're all on their phones playing, you know, different types of games, whether with the kids, whether it's Pokemon Go or Angry Birds, or with the parents playing games like Words with Friends or Candy Crush, and the older people playing like crossword puzzles and things like that. So I really think mobile gaming has definitely made gaming more accessible across the board when it comes to the general consumers. You know, not everybody wants that AAA console experience, and the fact that Apple is bringing these games to devices you already own, I think is a really cool thing. So my overall thoughts on Apple Arcade, I think is going to be a great thing. They have not announced pricing yet, so hopefully it's not over $10 a month. But I do think there's a market for this, and I think Apple Arcade will do well enough for Apple to keep it around. So that's just my thoughts, guys. I just wanted to share that with you all. If you have any thoughts about Apple Arcade, or you want to bring anything to my attention that you think about Apple Arcade, definitely drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, hit the bell down below, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.